Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, X-wing players, and anyone who is potentially interested in X-wing or other Star Wars games. Welcome to our channel. This is a channel that is dedicated to the games in the Star Wars universe. My call sign is BatMando. If you are new to X-wing, then this is the channel to watch, and if you are getting back into 2.5, then this is the place to be. Now, if you have any different insights than what we present in this video, then please feel free to drop a comment below, because the more our new players learn from other people's insights, the better they become. So, in which case, that leads me to our next point, and that is, welcome to our Star Wars X-wing community. So, if you are brand new to this game, I will tell you that in our area where I play, there are already pilots, aka players, that are willing to help other players get into the game, get better at the game, because let's face it, the first couple of games, or the first 3 or 4 weeks of the game, are going to be rough because you're learning a whole new thing and everything else. So in which case, this is why we encourage you to get with veteran players or other players, and in which case, just learn from them, take their advice. And if you still need more, then this is what this channel is here for. So in which case, we welcome you to our community, and this is a ongoing series, and this series is about list building. Hey there, pilots. So welcome back to another edition of Form Up, the list building series, and in this particular video, we are going to be talking about the Rogue-class Starfighter and how to incorporate it into a list itself. So in which case, this video, we're going to go ahead and share some love to yet another squadron builder. So if you are able to, don't forget to donate or contribute to their Patreon. I'm certain that they would very much appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and start off with Scum here, and it's in standard. Now, this is a list that I did run, and I did have some moderate success with, but decided that this was not going to get me a lot of success. So it had to be either changed or it was not going to work, and when I changed it, it didn't work. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Rogue-class Starfighter, obviously. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Cad Bane, because he is the one that made this ship infamous. I'm going to go ahead and throw in marksmanship. I would like to throw in Predator, but I just can't afford it after you see everything else I'm throwing in here. So we're going to go ahead and get Xanadu blood in there. Then I'm going to come on down here, and I am going to look for Zuckuss. And if you're asking why Zuckuss, I'll show you in just a second here. So Zuckuss, while you perform an attack, if you are not stressed, you may choose 1 defense die and gain 1 stress token. If you do, the defender must re-roll that die. So pretty cool stuff right there. Now, in which case, I would like to tell you that in this particular cannon, I would like to be able to use proton cannons, and therefore I will. So this then comes into the issue of do you not, should I not? I could give him marksmanship, or I could go ahead and close that out, and I could go ahead and throw in contraband cybernetics, which I think is going to be a little bit more helpful. So Zuckuss is going to very much complement Cad Bane's ability, where he can transfer a non-lock red or orange token to the defender if they get hit. So if you are able to stress yourself out by using Zuckuss, by having them do a reroll of the defense, and you're still able to hit them, okay, cool. The only drawback that I see here is that you could do the proton cannons, but it's a bullseye weapon, so you have to pilot this just right in order to make that happen. Okay, so this is our initiative 4, and let's go ahead and add in another ship here. So the ship that I'm going to go ahead and select is all the way down at the bottom here. It's going to be the Headhunter, and I'm going to go ahead and put in marksmanship once again. I promise this time I'm not going to take it away. So we're going to go ahead and grab Nijiru here. Nijiru has the double missile slot, and that's kind of cool when you can just go ahead and throw in, where are they? The barrage rockets right there. So that's already loaded him up, and therefore, hey, guess what? We're going to go ahead and go on to our next ship. Our next ship is going to be, guess what? Another Rogue class. So this time we're going to go ahead and select Dirge there, as you can see. Again, 4 points. He's a level 5 with 4 points. That's a bargain. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and throw in this thing called Predator. Because, again, bullseye weapon. Why not? Let's see here. So now, one of two options here. I can go ahead and throw in another proton cannon here, or I can get rid of the proton cannon and I could look at doing the synced laser cannon. But the only problem with that is, so why would I do a synced laser cannon? This ship will be able to do a attack roll of 3 dice no matter what range. That's what I was looking at. The problem is you're not going to be calculating, so it kind of takes away the whole range 3 bonus of the synced laser cannon. But if the ship is close enough to you, you're going to have the +1, which gives you 3 attack dice. If it's at range 2, use the synced laser cannon, 3 attack dice. Range 3, same thing. So it's a consistent 3. Now, I'll just go ahead and keep it as the proton cannons that I had. And then, of course, I'm going to have to throw in my own contraband cybernetics because, I'm sorry, after taking a 2 talent roll, maybe I want the ability to have a focus. So there you go. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and introduce someone that hasn't been on the episodes before. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. And I'm just going to tell you, this is one of my favorites. So Cavil is mean. Cavil's ability, if you're not already familiar with it, let's see here, scroll on up. Oh, there it is. While you perform a non-primary arc attack, you may roll 1 additional attack die. So obviously we're going to be doing some things here, and it's just mean. So I'm going to go ahead and first scroll all the way down here, and I'm going to get myself trick shot because I plan on flying this thing around the edge so that I can go ahead and pick off some people through obstacles. So, and I'm not going to be using my primary arc for it. So we're going to go ahead and get a turret in there. We're going to go ahead and get in the dorsal turret. So that dorsal turret basically went from a 2 attack to a 3 attack because of trick shot if I'm behind an asteroid, and if I'm using Cavil and not using my primary arc as I plan to, that's going to be a 4 attack turret attack. So, which, like, dude. So that basically kind of lines that one up. We can go ahead and throw in a astromech there. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and throw in R5TK. Or if you didn't want to do that, if there's some other thing that you wanted to include for 1 point, go right ahead. But I did put in R5TK just as a joke, because then the person across from you, if they don't know you, they're just like, are they actually going to shoot one of their ships? And maybe I do, maybe I don't. So last but certainly not least, we're going to go ahead and get into a Fang fighter here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in Old T. So Old T, nasty, just the ability of, at the start of engagement, you may choose 1 enemy ship at range 1, and if you do, and you are in their primary arc, it removes all its green tokens. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So you don't get to keep it for yourself, but you at least have removed it from the enemy. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to just go ahead and put in some clan training. And then I'm going to go ahead and get in a modification here for Beskar reinforced plating, because it just makes sense. While you defend, if you are in the attacker's primary arc, before you would be dealt a face-up damage card, you may spend 1 charge to be dealt that card face down, or 2 to discard it instead. So, and then we still have 6 points left over at that point in time. So I'm going to go ahead and get in, hold on, burnout thrusters, because I love Fang fighters, but me personally, I just can't keep them alive. So the ability to go ahead and get them to bug out real quick helps me a lot. So that is one of the lists that we have right here, and that's if you were going to go ahead and keep it standard. However, I want to show you what I would do differently if I was going to go ahead and do it extended. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of synced laser cannons there. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Zuckuss. We're going to go ahead and put in IG-88D for cheaper. Then I can go ahead and get the marksmanship in there, I believe. And then no cannon yet, so let's go ahead and get the synced laser cannon, because IG-88D, after you perform a calculate action, you are going to gain a calculate token, and if you're using synced laser cannon at range 3, you deny your defender the bonus. So cool. Hopefully you have them dead to rights with a bullseye arc, and it just goes ahead and builds upon other things. All right, so that's one thing that I would definitely change. The other thing I would definitely change, we're going to go ahead and remove the pilot here. Everybody say goodbye, LT. And I'm going to go ahead and choose another ship, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Kirax fighter. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Kirax fighter, and I'm going to go ahead and get in, hold on, I'm pulling it up on my phone, Talbane here. So Talbane is going to go on in. That's going to give us another initiative 5. So hold on. No, that's what. So another initiative 5 there, just making sure before I said something incorrect. I'm going to go ahead and give Predator on over to Talonbane here. And if you're not familiar with Talonbane, let's go ahead and read that ability. While you defend at attack range 3 or perform an attack at attack range 1, roll an additional die. So this guy likes to stay far, far away, then speed in, creep up on you, get range 1, and gets extra die while doing it. So, in which case, we're going to go ahead and give him the illicit of contraband cybernetics because, well, duh. And, well, it's me. That's what it comes down to. Since I know I'm going to be getting into a person's face, I'm just going to go ahead and throw in Dead Man Switch because there is a chance that he's going to die. And then to help everybody else, I am actually going to go ahead and get some thread tracers in there so that if people need some target lock, they can go ahead and do it. So that's what I would do differently if this list was extended. So that's this list, and I'm going to go ahead and clear everything out real quick because I want to show you another list. So the last list that I'm going to show you is actually something that I played 2 games with, won 2 games, and then said, you know what, I think I'm good because it has one ship that I always get killed. So let's see here. Obviously, let's jump on down here to the Rogue-class Starfighter. I'm actually going to put it in as standard so that we actually, you know, get the right things here. So here we go back again with... hold on. So we're going to go ahead and get that proton cannon back in there. Actually, no, let's do the synced laser cannon. And with the synced laser cannon, we are also going to get in Xanadu's blood because, you know, why not? We're also going to throw in Zuckuss. I'm not going to get contraband cybernetics in here. It's going to make me sad. So in which case, I'm just going to go ahead and get the marksmanship there. So now we know that Cad Bane's going to be getting those constant 3 attack. There you go. Then we're going to go ahead and bring in another rogue class, and you got 2 guesses who I'm about to put in there, and Dirge is already up there, so guess you don't get to guess after all. We're going to go ahead and get in Predator here, and then I am obviously going to use the proton cannons on this one. Cat is already going to be in position before some of our other pilots are even moving. So Rogue class at a 5 or initiative 5 with Dirge there may still have a chance to get into position to line up that proton cannon. So if you're asking why would I do it this way and not the other way, there you go. And then obviously for an illicit, I'm going to just go ahead and put in contraband cybernetics because it's a preference. Then out of nowhere, we're going to go ahead and throw in the Jump Master. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm bringing in the cream of the corn here, and that is Dengar. So Dengar is going to go ahead and get some marksmanship. Seems a little bit silly on this ship, but it's all I had points left over after a couple of things here. We're going to put in Punishing One so we can get that extra attack die on a primary attack or primary arc attack. So there's that. Then, of course, if you're going to have somebody in there on a gunner slot, it's got to be Greedo. Greedo, if you're not familiar with Greedo, basically, while you perform an attack, you may spend one charge to change one hit result to a crit result. However, while you defend, if that charge is still active, the person attacking you can change one of their hit results to a crit results on your ship. So definitely something that you want to be aware of before you start just throwing that in there. So we're going to go ahead and get a ion cannon in there, because 3 attack die with the ion cannon, not a problem for me. And then, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and throw in contraband cybernetics just because I can. Let's see here. Then, last but certainly not least, I bet you weren't expecting this one. Another 6, and it is going to be Fen Rao himself. So we're going to go ahead and get Fen Rao up with Fearless. So let's find Fearless. Where are you? There you go. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the Beskar reinforced plating, and just because I like options and the ability to get in and get out quickly, we'll put in burnout thrusters. So that is what I would do to incorporate the Rogue class into all the different lists. And with that being said, we very much appreciate you watching, and we'll now take you to the outro. Don't forget to join us back again next week for more Starfighter orientation, and then Wednesday for Form Up, and then on Fridays for our deck duels. So always come on back. Same BatMando time, same BatMando channel. Thank you for watching. Here's the outro. Other things that we would like you to build upon is, well, we got online resources for you to check out so that you can build your knowledge about the game. And what I will tell you is we have the official AMG website right there. So now, if you're looking for other things, or if one of our hosts mentioned something that you're not familiar with, go ahead and get that term, plug it into this Fandom 2nd edition, and it will pop up what it is that you're looking for. Also, feel free to check out other fan-made sources that will also help you along the way. And if you are trying to figure out which list builder to use to build your squadron, check out any of these 3. So, in which case, next thing, hopefully we helped you out, so we would very much appreciate it if you help us out and click like on the videos that you like. That way we know what more videos to create more of. Don't forget to subscribe to our future transmissions and tell a friend about us so that we can get this channel a little bit further out and more people can start playing the game. So, without further ado, thank you so very much for watching. Thank you to our hosts for being a part of this. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to friend us on Facebook. I haven't said no to anybody yet. And make certain to drop any questions or drop a comment below in our comment section on this video. That way other people can see what questions have been asked and see what answers have been given. I'd also like to say thank you to SlidesGo, Flat Icon, and FreePick for the use of their media in this presentation. And as always, BatMando out.